Hey, today's Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. I'm here in Squamish. Wanted to use today's share to drop in with what a suggestion from my men's group this morning. This morning I sat with Lev and the crew of Lev's Resonance Leadership Circle. It's a part of a men's group I've been working with for about a year and a half now. Maybe it started November 2018, somewhere in there. But just kind of made the announcement today that I'm moving on, that I'm parting ways and finishing up my time with the group. Next week will be my last time, and Lev asked if I could speak a few words to what the men's group has been for me, the difference it's made in my life. And so I wanted to use my video share day today to kind of speak to that, and then have this video to offer to Lev and my friends there in the circle. So, wow, it's been a huge support for me. I met Lev at the Moon Dance there in Quebec in Mexico, and liked his energy right away. And Lev, also speak directly to you. Yeah, I really enjoyed meeting you. I had a good impression from you right from the start, of someone who's real clear, real conscious, real present, real genuine, real authentic. I knew right away that I was interested in working with you on some level, and you already had your group set up, so you invited me in, and it's been a great experience ever since. I've always appreciated your ethics, Lev. The seriousness with which you walk your life is evident. Your life prayer comes through even in the hello, and the way you stand and carry yourself. You also, seem to have both a humbleness and a very firmness to you as well. Of what I picked up on was like an internal structure, and it's like an end of the masculinity realm that I don't feel as gifted in, and I was really excited to work with you for that, because I feel like I can lack a lot of focus or self-discipline for myself. And I was really craving some help in trying to get my own business mind and model off the ground of how I'm going to get my gifts that I call Osharua sessions or counseling sessions, how I'm going to turn that into a business and get it launched. And I originally came to the group for that, and you've got so much information on your websites, so many outlines, so many things that were exactly what I needed, and is actually more information than I could go through, than I had enough self-discipline to look through and study up on. But I've appreciated so many things about our group. The week to week, every Thursday morning, the regularity of it. The weeks go by fast, to find myself there again in the group, to check in with myself and see, if I've been accountable to showing up and doing what I said I would do in last week, and, to making goals for myself for the next week, to seeing what I'm tripping up against every time has been powerful. And maybe what I've learned the most is that, we're both, hearing the shares from Orion, from Andrew, from Tom, from the other men. You know, I would see different aspects of myself in all of them, and realize that like leadership and business or something like that, you can't really be a leader in one aspect of your life without cleaning up like all aspects of your life. And maybe that was what one of the biggest surprises was for me as I entered this group, was how many other areas of my life I was needing to bring into organization and focus for that to come through. What I thought was going to be more of a business model structure turned out to be much more of a like emotional, psychological support structure, and I'm super grateful for that. It turned out to be exactly what I needed. At the time when I started, I just moved into my new apartment and separated from Drea, my girlfriend at the time. And we were still together, but it was the beginning of us living separately. And I was both craving space to work on my project and wanting to see my life move forward that way, and working with the idea of separating for the first time as well. It was a few months later that I got a job in BC and made the decision to leave Quebec and part ways with Drea. And this group has been a huge support for me to lean on as I walked through that separation, as I parted ways, went through the heartbreak of ending a relationship, went through the fear and of moving to a new town, a new province, a new place on the map that I've never been to before, all by myself, and not knowing anybody there, and spending the first few months of my life like working with the pain of the aloneness of finding out who I was as a single man again, and having plenty of time to pick up all the beautiful parts and pieces that last relationship of 4 years had been to me. And it seems that this men's group, this support group that's there for my business, some of the biggest gifts I've gotten from it is the consistent structural support of just kind of keeping me like a lifeline, a backbone of moving me from one area of my life to the next, of carrying me through these huge transitions, of parting ways with my girlfriend and moving to a new town and starting a new life, a new business, and starting a new job and trying to create a new business. Still in that, stages of creating the new business. But yeah, love, I just want to thank you for being a good leader. There's a cleanness about your energy, about the way you present, about the both effective tools you have to support and help in that organizing, in that building, in that putting one thing in front of the next, and as well as like I would say maybe even a looseness with which you hold that, to where it's not like overly dogmatic, but you're supportive in a way with a lot of room to breathe. And I appreciate the structure and support you've held. It's been really good for me. I feel I've done a lot of growing, and it's been as much growing as I can handle from 1 week to the next. I was not left wanting for more. I've been kind of doing it's been all I could do to keep up and show up. each week and be challenged even in trying to find something grateful some mornings. But I've appreciated it. Even the sound work of getting into my body. Tom, hey, I want to thank you for being an elder and an uncle in the group. There's many times when I've shared the advice you've given me in that circle, just shared it with others, not so much as giving them the advice, but letting them know that I got good advice from you, Tom, and that it's helped me, and just sharing it that way. And even just having your presence as another man that's a few years older means a lot to me, to have men in my life that are a little bit older that are showing up, and both for themselves and for me and for other men. It means a lot, because I feel I've looked for that a lot in my life and not always had it. And Andrew, you guys have all become friends to me, and I'm gonna miss you a lot. And there's a lightness and an innocence to your energy, Andrew, and a natural self-confidence that I admire, that I even want for myself. You have a real surety about you. You're very comfortable in your own skin and your ability to claim what you need whenever you need it and be relaxed about it. And wow, it's been so healing to watch all of you go through your own cycles of ups and downs and successes and transformation. Like, I feel like I've seen every one of you change quite a bit, and that's been really powerful for me. And last, I guess I want to say a few words to you, Orion. You're definitely the one I maybe identify with the most in the whole circle. I feel you and I's energy is maybe most alike, and it's easy for me to warm up to you, and it's easy for me to hear where you're at, and I want to really thank you for being so raw and honest and vulnerable with the things you're struggling with, or your truth speaking with the things you're not happy with about yourself or having a rough time with. It's meant a lot to me, and I feel your sensitivity and your empathic nature, and man, I admire you a lot, Orion. I think you're really an awesome human being, and you're the kind of people that both give me hope in this life and really encourage me, because it feels you're keeping like the part of the human being alive that I feel is slipping away in our world. And I know it takes a lot of bravery and energy to do that. And so I just want to say that I see you and I appreciate you, and being together in this circle with all of you men has been a real honor. It's, cooked my soul, matured my soul in a lot of beautiful ways. And as I gather myself for this next phase of life, you men have helped get me ready for this, and I'm feeling there'll be a cleanness in everything that you've helped bridge me across. It's also like a chapter that I want to almost close to start a new one, and I'm feeling that energy coming in right now, and that's a little bit in the decision, because it's for the last year and a half. The circle also links me to everything in that last year and a half, and as much as I don't want to forget any of it, I'm also wanting to kind of just have a blank canvas to start some new with. I guess I just want to say thank you to all you men who have helped me in this circle, and honor you And this is longer than I thought I would do, but thank you. It's been really good for me. I'm gonna miss you guys. I look forward to hunting you guys down and finding you and catching up with you in the future. I'll keep you guys in my heart. Keep you in my prayers. And thank you. Thanks again.